Hey guys, this is Ruben. First, I want to say thank you for watching my video. Today we're talking about 5 easy steps to become an investor because I want you to worry less about money and look forward more to your future. So first, why even become an investor? Well, there's 2 different ways to make money. The first is through your earned income. The second is through passive income. We talk about passive income all the time, or at least maybe I just hear about it because I look it up all the time. But earned income is when you go out to a job, you work, you usually use your time for money. But guess what? Time is limited. You only have a certain amount of hours in the day. And whenever you are working 12 hours in a day, yes, you can go to 14, but eventually you can't work anymore, and so your income is limited, and also your time with your family, your time to do fun things is limited, and so there's something much better. This brings us to passive income, to making money through investments. When you have passive income, you continually make money while you sleep. Who doesn't want that? Everyone wants it, but it's hard to do because you have to have a long-term mindset. You have to give up the things right now for the things in the future. And so I want to invite you to become an investor, to be able to make your future better. So let's go right into it today. First thing to become an investor is you have to live below your means. The most important thing in becoming an investor is that you have to have money to invest. That's right. And so living below your means means spending less than you make. And it's so simple, right? Man, so many people have a problem with this. As you have your money, you spend it all, and you're like, when I get a better job, that's when I'll start putting that money away. But no, whenever you get the better job, you just continue to spend more and more. And at the end of the month, you just come out with zero, or maybe even worse, you go negative. But here's the thing, when you start to make a gap between what's coming in and what's going out, and that being a positive gap, and when you have money left over at the end of the month, or maybe you want to look at it as paying yourself first, either way, when you have money to invest consistently and you have a place to put it, your life becomes exponential. Your finances become exponential because you can grow. You have something to move up towards. You're making progress every single month. And so I want to invite you to first live below your means. Say no to the short-term gratification so that you can live like no one else can later. Buying the awesome car that's $800 a month, buying something else, all these different things, buying a new electric skateboard, that's like my crutch. I'm trying to not do it right now, but if I get that stimulus money, you know I'm gonna get it. Letting go of the short-term gratification so that you can have the long-term success later on in life. So the second thing you have to do, you have to start. And I'll tell you how I got started. It's super simple. There's this app called Acorns, and it does all the investing for you. It invests in stocks. It basically tells you exactly what you're going to invest in. And it's good because I didn't know anything about it. So I put $5 into Acorns, and I'm sitting in class, this easy class that I don't really have to pay a lot of attention to, if I'm being honest. I played football in college, so some of those classes are kind of easy. But I put $5 into this Acorn app, and I remember watching it go down to $4.99, $5.01, $4.97, $5.04, $5.06. But as I wondered, what is really going on here? How does this work? I started to look at, 30% large cap mutual funds, 20% small cap mutual funds, 10% I'm in bonds. I learned all these things, what they meant, and so that I could understand more and more about what I actually wanted to invest in. Over time, I started to make a little bit of money. I made my first dollar. I was like, hey, that's awesome. I'm making money sitting in class. I was addicted. And I knew that this is going to be something that I did for the rest of my life. And so I continued to invest even more. I put in $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 into this Acorns app because I started to understand more about what it was. The third thing is to learn. And I may get some hate on here because you may say, hey, shouldn't you learn before you start? I would argue it's more important to start before you learn. And I would say it's good to start with not very much money, for sure. But if you can't start, then you're not going to become a good investor. You have to be able to take risks. You have to put something in and see what happens. Or you're just not going to be able to be an investor. So some of the key things that I've learned is think long term. You want to be okay with the loss today to be able to set yourself up for a gain tomorrow. Another one is understand what you're invested in. I made a mistake recently where I invested in a cryptocurrency, as a lot of us have. And honestly, I just didn't understand it. And I want to be that cool guy that's like, yeah, I'm cryptocurrency and I'm in this thing, but I don't understand it fully. I know people say it's like silver, it's gold, all this stuff, but I don't truly understand it. I don't know what separates the different cryptocurrencies, why I would want to invest in one. But I invested in one based on hype, ended up losing a huge percentage, like 50% of my money. But luckily, I was smart enough to do a very small amount, so it didn't really matter that much, but it reminded me of the basics. Invest what you know. Don't just sit and watch your investments all day. It'll drive you crazy. Trust me, I did it. Investments, they just take time, a lot of time. And so let them do their thing. Sit back, forget about it, but have your strategy and keep investing, and eventually you'll be sitting pretty. The fourth thing to become an investor is to commit to your strategy. Be in this for the long haul, or if you're doing short-term trades or a different kind of trade, always learn what you're doing every single day. Become better at what you're doing every single day. Commit to your craft. You have to be good at this to make a lot of money. And so commitment for me looks like putting money in for a long time. I am putting money in today, which I'm not going to touch for 10, 20 years. And because I am committed to my future. And now that doesn't mean that I'm not living today, not having fun, but I am giving up some things. For me, one thing that helped me to commit myself was to separate my earned income and my passive income. I looked at my earned income just as a tool to create passive income. Now, what I mean by this is when I have this earned income from working a job, from spending time, hours, from doing what I really want to do, I use that to push that into passive income. I look at that earned income as a tool. I don't have the freedom to do anything that I want with this because I count my passive income as my actual income. If I can't buy something, a car, something cool with my passive income, then I can't afford it yet. Even though I have all the income that I need to buy something that I want, I push it to passive, and once my passive incomes can make me enough to get what I want, that's when I get to have fun, and that's when I get to enjoy it guilt-free. The fifth thing to becoming an investor is to refine. I've talked and hinted this the whole video, but always be a learner. Always question yourself and always think, man, what do I not know? So some of the people and things that have inspired me, first is Graham Stephan on YouTube. He's inspired me a lot to do all kinds of things in real estate investing. He has a video for just about anything I want to learn. And so I want to continue to give back to people. There's all kinds of books. Audible is great. Dive deep, become the person you want to become, because you know what? The greatest investment in the entire world is an investment in yourself. And it sounds cheesy, but it's so true. When you become better, your whole life becomes better. So invest in yourself and become an investor that you want to be. So thanks for watching my video today. First, please like this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribe so you can see updates. And my goal is to continually get better with other people. So if you want to be a part of that journey, subscribe. Let's do it together. My YouTube skills are going to get better every single week. And so I hope to continue this journey with you as we improve ourselves and become who we want to be. Thanks, guys.